mist propagation. To start off, we really need to know why we're building our propagation bench. What we're trying to do is germinate seeds, cuttings in its own environment, creating the perfect climate, heat-wise, irrigation-wise, moisture-wise. In order to do that, the first thing everybody needs is a good firm base. Here we've got a good strong bench built up, secure, it's not going anywhere, because we're going to put a bit of weight onto this. We're going to have water on there, we're going to have insulation on there, and we're going to have sand on there, so it's essential to start. Here we've got some insulation cut to size previously. That fits into the bench hopefully perfectly. Fits into there. So we've put the insulation into the bed. Secondly, we lay the heat mat onto the bed. It folds out quite easily. It comes in set sizes, or you can buy the cable itself on its own. There's various ways of doing it, but for today's purpose we've got ours pre-made, cut to size. It's basically tin foil with warm heating elements running through it. This warms up, the heat disperses and gives us a full, even coverage of heat. The heat is simply controlled from a thermostat, so we can keep control of the heat on our misting bench. For any propagation purposes, it's the ideal partner. Once that's on there, you can either put sand on there, but what we would also suggest is you cover it with another layer of polythene just for a little bit of protection, which we've got some here. Pull that out over there like that. And we've got that covered over there. What we're going to put on now is a layer of sand. As we put in the sand on there, we're giving the bench a nice covering of sand. Any sand you can use, doesn't make a difference really, as long as it covers the whole bench. And what it does is transfers the heat. As the heat's rising, it comes into the sand and the sand helps move it sideways, so it covers the whole bench with a good even heat distribution. And also, as we're spreading the sand on there, not only does it transfer the heat around, it also retains a bit of moisture to keep the environment damp and perfect for growing, humid, and just aids propagation all the way around. We spread it out fairly well, as roughly as we can by hand, and now we've got a fairly nice piece of wood, nice and flat, nice and square. We'll just shiver it out a little bit like you're putting concrete down. The flatter, the better we can get this, the better. This sometimes takes a little bit of time, getting it in, getting it solid, but the flatter we get it, the better results, the better the pots sit, and the better it all works out. So this might take me some time, so I'll carry on working away with this. Now I've got the bench somewhere a little bit flatter and a little bit smoother, we're then going to put it a cover of ground cover. We'll gently roll this out. We've cut this out to size earlier. What this does, it keeps the moisture levels from the sand, keeps the weeds from getting in there. Any muck that comes onto here does not get through into this permeable layer, and once we're going to put a cover over this, it helps keeps all the moisture in. And like I say, everything we do on the bench is creating the perfect growing environment. And once we've got that on there, the heat inside we've taken care of. Next comes the watering. It's okay getting the warmth, getting the heat, but we also need to irrigate. And in order to do that, we're going to put on an irrigation system.